What's up, everybody? Old School NYC Gamer back once again here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you out there are having a happy, fun, and safe Labor Day weekend, as today is Labor Day. And to kick off the day here, I'm just going to show you some of the finds, or I wouldn't really say finds, but some yard sailing videos that I actually did a little bit here with the iPhone incognito. Now, I got to warn you, some of this stuff isn't exactly the greatest stuff, but I wanted to show you guys and gals out there, what, came across my path out here in Brooklyn and bits of Queens. Now, like I said, let me just show you some of the first clips here, and let's check it out.
It's just mostly paper and miscellaneous. You could dig carefully. I don't think there's any shopping. Photos.
Well, as you see there, not too much to write home about. I was more interested in seeing some of those vintage cameras that you saw there, and if I did show that, but I wasn't too sure, they actually had some Alf trading cards. Now, the guy actually had a whole box of them, but he was literally asking $1 a pack. I'm not really too much into the Alf trading cards thing, but, if it was 50 cents, I may have grabbed, a couple here and there just for the hell of it. But, yeah, that was some of the one yard sale. I would say more like a stoop sale that he had. He's actually a regular from what he was telling me. So hopefully, he does say that he does find some games here and there. So I might start checking him out every weekend just to see what he has. Hopefully, I might come across something decent and, and whatnot. But he was asking $5 for those games, for the NES games, which is, not really that great. But if you think that was something, I'm going to show you the next clip here. It was a stoop sale that happened yesterday, and backstory on this is that I actually spoke with this lady before, and she was touting that she had quite a bit of N64 stuff. She had Dreamcast. She pretty much had a variable amount of third to fourth generation console stuff, like Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, stuff like that. So I was like, I'll take a shot at it. Let me go see. And when I went to meet up with her the night we planned, she ended up not picking up the phone, and apparently she fell asleep. So I wasted all my time coming back from my job for nothing. So that kind of turned me off. So now we flash forward to about a month later, which would be yesterday, and she put up another ad on Craigslist. And I was like, you know what? It's my day off. There's nothing really, that exciting to do. So I was like, I'll humor her and check it out. So I did, and I'm going to show you some footage here of that stoop sale, and let's check it out. What am I going to say about that, people? When I did ask her about the NES games, off camera, she actually did state that she tracks her prices through eBay, which is the absolute worst thing you could do. I mean, people are going to gripe and bitch and moan about that, but really, true collectors really do look at the end sales of auctions, not necessarily the buy it nows. And it's not that hard, especially with the internet these days, that you actually can look up rarity guides and get more true pricing on specific games if you're into that type of collecting. Whereas me, I want to get specific games that I want to play. That's more where my collecting goals have been over the last 6 to 7 months. But there were a couple of decent things there. There was really no Super Nintendo stuff at all, just the N64, NES, and more of the new gen console stuff. That was about it. But this last one here, sorry about that, that's my phone right there. But I will give you a little treat here. This is an indoor thrift store yard sale kind of a thing. They've been posting on Craigslist every so often, and I finally wanted to check it out. Had some time. It was deep in the heart of Brooklyn. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what goes on in there. I mean, this place literally is full of like tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. Like, if you've ever seen American Pickers, it's kind of like that when you go into, like, I mean, from wall to wall junk, antiques, electronics, stuff that, they did say, there's something for everybody, which there is, but the pricing on one of these things, which I'll tell you about when we come back, I'll tell you what they were asking for this one specific item. So let's check that clip out.
Give me 4. I don't want to pay. Hello? I would say this one pulls out. I don't know whether it's. Yeah, it turns. Let me see.
Pretty, but would it fit in your wrist? I don't want
I
anything
don't know.
falling off of it.
This actually used to be my old computer. Go figure. I know that wasn't picked up here though. Okay, everybody, so that was that very last yard sale I checked out, and that was actually today. Yeah, that Genesis, pretty dusty. You know, it was a Model 1 with the high-definition graphics model. I already have that from the yard sale that I got over a couple of weeks ago, which definitely was in better condition and cleaned up. No plugs, no nothing, you know, just the console itself. And I asked one of the people there, pretty much she wanted $15, and I told her flat out, it's not worth $15. And I understand this is a store. But when you can sell something like that, I mean, come on, really? Not digging it that much. She actually wanted $5 for it. I'd tell her I would honestly think about it because it's not worth $15, especially within that kind of a condition. But, you know, going through some of that shop, they actually have, you know, 3 floors, an upstairs and a downstairs. Now, when you saw some of that those computer towers, that was, you know, the downstairs area, that place smelled like an old person's attic, even though it was in the basement. They just had tons of stuff in there, like wall-to-wall bikes, magazines, books, furniture, computers, electronics. The thing I was kind of a little, you know, iffy about was they even had DVD recorders, which I've been kind of looking for one. But of course, you need the remote for that, and of course, there was no remote for it. You don't even know if they even work in, you know, thrift stores like this. So I asked them; they were saying anywhere between $30 to $45, which honestly, I would pass. If it had the remote and they had a good exchange policy for non-working items, then I would do it. But you know, other than that, you know, these last couple of weeks have been a bust, but. You know, I'm not exactly crying over it because I know coming in September, the weather's going to cool down slightly. Definitely be a lot better weather for yard sailing and garage sales within the New York City area. So hopefully, you know, between now and even into October, before it gets too cold, I can find 1 or maybe 2 or 3 more good scores and then, you know, just wrap it up for the season. And that's about it, people. So like I said, thank you so much for watching. And please, once again, you know, enjoy your Labor Day. Be very safe out there with your family and friends and drive safe. And that's about it. Feel free to check me out on Facebook and Twitter, as I'm always putting up photos, updates, just stuff that has to do with the channel within my gaming life. And that's about it. Take care, everybody, and do what you got to do. Cheers.